It is so sad to always read how marriages are collapsing out there. You go to social media, listen to people, you hear news of how many once sweet and beautiful marriages end up crumbling. And you are like, what's happening? What can we do to avoid issues like this? I want to tell you something. If you're a single person, listen to me. You still have an opportunity to learn. Let me tell you, marriage is not the issue. It is the two persons involved that have failed. Marriage does not fail. Why? God is the one that instituted marriage, and whatever He does not collapse. The problem is the people that are involved. Marriage does not collapse. If you're a single person, you should look out well before you jump in. Marriage is sweet. It's a very enjoyable institution if only you can do the right thing. One of the reasons why people have issues in marriages and marriages pack up is that when they are dating or courting as singles, there are things you do not take into notice. Number one is a risk for you to marry someone that doesn't fear God or listen to God or have any human figure that he or she is submitted to. As an influence, nobody, the person doesn't have anyone they are submitted to. Let me ask you a question. When that marriage starts having issues or two of you start having issues in the marriage, who will you run to? Many times people are beclouded with emotions. Lovey-dovey, it's good, butterflies in your belly, that's good, but you have to pay attention to details. Marry someone that has an accountable figure in his or her life, someone that they are submitted to, someone that has an influence over them. I am married. I have someone or people that if tomorrow I start having issues with my husband and maybe he doesn't want to listen to me, I have someone I will call and the person will talk to me and he will hear. Do you have someone that you can run to or call if you start having issues with your husband, if you start having issues with your wife? I've met many people that they are having issues with their spouses, and the first question I ask is, have you talked about it? And they say yes, and there is no change. The next question is, do they have someone you can talk to? Do they have someone you can report them to? And they listen to and they say nobody. And I say that is a disaster. It's a disaster. You don't have anyone to call them into attention. It's like a car moving without brake. Anything can happen. So if you're a single person, listen to me. Don't marry a man or a woman that doesn't have an accountable figure over him or her. Ask questions. Who is that person that when they hear him or her, they respect the person? They submit to the person. These are things you must look out for before you go into any relationship with anyone. You need to know the person's character. How is their mental maturity? There are people that they are so beautiful, so handsome, but mentally they are empty. Mentally, they don't have anything to offer. Mentally, they are heading to shipwreck. Imagine when you marry that kind of a person. For how long can you deal with such character? If you are still single, you have the opportunity to learn and choose well. You also need to know the kind of family he or she is coming out from. It's not enough to see someone and go into marriage. How about his or her family? There are people that they have entered into some families because of marriage and their life became worse. Some have even died just because of the kind of bad families they enter into. Don't just jump into marriage without knowing the kind of family he or she came out from. You need a place or a home, a family that will give you peace. You need a family that when you go in there, you will be like them. They will accept you as one of them. Before you go far with that person in that marriage, check where he or she is coming from. Pay attention to details. How does this family behave? Is there any trend with this family? This is why many people have ended up marrying ghosts, because you don't even know the kind of family. You don't know his parents. You don't know her parents. I've heard stories like that too, because you don't even know where this person came from. You just met somewhere and the next thing you start cohabiting and you get married. Then again, it is also very wrong to marry someone you barely know about them. No self-disclosure. You don't know anything about them. You don't, or maybe you know little, and tomorrow some issues will now start coming up, and you are like, so this is who you are. Were you like this? There are some things your partner needs to know about you. There are some things you need to know about your partner. Ask questions. Don't just jump into blindly. If you enter there blindly, the marriage will open your eyes. I'm going to talk about this topic very well in my next series, which is on self-disclosure. I'm going to detail it very well and teach you what you need to know about your partner before settling down with the person. Thank you so much for being with me again on Moment with Aya series, and I hope that you are blessed by these few tips. Stay tuned on this channel, like this content, share, comment. If you have not subscribed, please do so, and also hit the notification bell so anytime we post videos like this, you are blessed by it. Thank you and God bless you. I will see you again. Bye.